Hey, good morning, everyone. Beautiful, Thursday? And, man, this weather is just killer. It's not going to be more often that I say that as time goes on. So I've got a guest on the line. His name is Ryan Jarvis. Ryan, are you there, bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. So Ryan Jarvis is an entrepreneur, just like I am. So as you know, I bring on a lot of entrepreneurs. And the difference between Ryan and myself is I am constantly acting busy, and I know that he has just as much or more things going on, but he's got this cool, calm demeanor about him that he's not as busy as I am. So I'm calling him to find out what the secret is. What the heck, Ryan? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess the key is just to act not busy, right? Instead of just, a lot of it is the different businesses you're in. I'm in a business where, it's more steady Eddie. It's not chasing it all the time. Whereas you're more active because you've got you've got people who are relying on you every day to, facilitate bids and whatnot.
Yeah, the auctions, that keeps me busy. So, yeah, you're right there. So tell us, what does your day-to-day look like? I know you've got a couple different businesses, but which one are you focusing on mostly right now?
To be honest, so my insurance business is basically very steady Eddie. About 12, 13 years ago is when I started it. And once you get to about 3 or 4 million in premium, you can kind of put it on cruise control, and it'll make you a decent living just by doing that. And you don't really have to be hands-on.
Right.
And so it gives you the freedom to go and do a few other things. I also have a glass company that is pretty much on cruise control. So
that's cool. That's really cool. Those are two great service companies, guys, that Ryan has figured out how to put them on cruise control. So when you've got these other businesses on cruise control, what do you do to keep your mind or keep yourself busy in between, as far as like growing or focusing on another business, or is it just investments? What's the step there?
Yeah, I think the key is to just find. So you've found something that has made you a steady income. Now you have to go find something that you're passionate about. So right now I'm looking at purchasing a golf course in Gilbert.
Oh, nice.
So I've been working on this for, a couple of months, and we finally got the financials back. And so that might be something that, will be my next step.
That's great.
But the key is patience on that. You don't want to jump into something you don't know anything about.
Right. Well, patience is definitely the key. And Ryan is someone that I've looked up to because he's been able to jump in and out of these businesses. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So it is a lot of like throwing mud at the wall, and it's not always perfect. It does not always look perfect when you're opening up a business, does it?
No. Holy cow, no. I'm old, so I was able to make a lot of mistakes when I was younger, which was just super good. I don't suggest anything retail. That just seems like, boy, you get yourself into something, especially when you don't know it really well. Yeah,
that makes sense. Ryan and I go way back. His mom was a 6th grade teacher in my school in Snowflake Elementary, and his dad was my social studies teacher in 8th grade. And the first time I actually have memories and spending time with Ryan, his parents took me to Washington, D.C. in junior high. They took a whole tour bus actually, we didn't take a bus. We flew there and took a tour bus around Washington, D.C. And so Ryan's a few years older than I am, and he was just this cool older kid that was with the Jarvises that took us there. And Ryan was always one of those individuals that just made you feel important, made you feel included. And I appreciate you for always being that type of person with those people that you're around. It shows a lot about your character, Ryan.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I've always loved hanging around with you, and I'm always interested in other people and making sure that we do treat them right. That was my dad's quality, that anytime he saw anybody, he never met a stranger,
Yeah, no, he didn't. There's no doubt he never did.
Yeah.
That is cool. So you mentioned I was going to ask you anything like, exciting and up and coming that you're working on, but that's pretty darn cool. I mean, as far as the golf course goes, I mean, congratulations there. I'd imagine that's a big feat. That's something I would assume you'd have to take in other investors and other interested parties. I mean, that's a big thing you're taking on. That's exciting.
Yeah, I would say yeah. So I'm actually dealing with old partners that own Burrito Express. So
okay.
This is kind of I don't know if this is a lesson learned type of thing, but you never want to burn a bridge. So when you're in and out of these businesses, or when you go to work for a business, or when you're starting a business, or whatever it may be, you never want to burn a bridge. You never want to exit somewhere where somebody feels like they got a raw deal. So no matter what you have to do, I think one of the best qualities that I've learned is just make sure you don't exit on a bad note. So even though you might be a winner in the deal, if they feel burned or jaded, you never know when you're going to work with somebody again, or when you're going to need someone else's influence. And so, working with these guys again to buy this golf course, even though, we didn't end great with Burrito Express, they still took it and did wonderful. I didn't do so great on it, but now we're still able to work together.
No,
you never
good.
know.
That's a good. Yeah, you never know when the full circle is going to come back to you and what you're going to be able to accomplish.
You don't.
That's really cool. That's awesome. So that is great. I mean, how many years have you been in the glass business? How many years has it been now?
Yeah, since 2001, so 23.
23 years.
Yeah. And what's crazy about that is probably for the last 10 to 15 years, I haven't even touched it. You made the right relationships. If you go out and work really hard and make the right relationships, you really don't have to, as long as you're massaging those relationships year after year, you really don't have to, you don't really have to work as hard. Now you have more time to do whatever you want to do to pursue other things.
Yeah, that totally. That's a cool concept, guys. I mean, I would definitely listen to that for someone that has been in business for a long time and done a lot of really cool things with businesses. There's always this term of set it and forget it, or mailbox money, this or that, but it's not really about set it and forget it or just mailbox money and I don't do anything, or I heard the terminology, someone said, I just want to make money in my sleep. Well, that's all possible, but you still have to massage those relationships. You can go and establish them and create strong bonds of relationships in the beginning, but you still have to check in and let those customers know that you care about them, right?
Absolutely. And it's not about having income in your sleep. It's about having people that you love to work with. Those relationships that you have when you go out and you create those, they'll last you forever, as long as you're, genuine and following up and still keeping in contact with people. One of the best things Spencer does is he's always keeping in touch with people. And it doesn't have to be these years of, they don't have to be hour-long conversation once a week. It's just, touching base with people is really good. That's a really good attribute.
Well, shoot, yeah, I try to. It's hard to keep up with everyone. It really is. But I do what I can do my best, and I mean that's one of the reasons why I have this call with my community in the morning, and then put it on YouTube later, is just so people can touch base and kind of see what I'm up to, and see how I can help them further their career in real estate.
That's awesome.
So, well, that's cool, Ryan. Thanks for accepting my invitation and letting me pick your brain this morning. It means a lot. Your friendship means a lot. You as a businessman means a lot. Thanks for everything that you're doing for everyone around you and getting on this call with me. I'm going to head
You're
off.
welcome.
Which property did you say we're looking at for the
Gold Dust?
Gold Dust. Okay, cool. I'm going to put your name right there and we'll touch base. It doesn't go till 10. We got some time to warm up. So
yeah, give me a buzz on it.
There's a lot of Pinal properties going to auction this morning, and Ryan potentially is interested in buying one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drive it right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
I've already got to drive for you.
Oh, even better. Email it over.
You don't want to, unless you're looking for an excuse to get out of the house, but I'm going to send it to you right now.